Ladies and gentlemen, Tay Ninh is a border province. 10 years ago, the countryside in Tay Ninh faced many difficulties, from the infrastructure development to the economic life improvement of the people. However, since embarking on the implementation of the National Target Program on New Rural Construction, the rural appearance and life of Tay Ninh people have changed markedly, contributing to the prosperity of border province.
In 2010, Tay Ninh embarked on the construction of new state rural areas, and then 10 years later, the rural appearance of Tay Ninh has strengthened markedly. Electricity, roads, schools, medical stations, and a series of infrastructure have been invested. The traveling and transportation of agricultural products and goods are extremely convenient. The income of people has also increased rapidly. From inland to border communes, they are much more spacious. The most outstanding feature after 10 years of implementing the new rural construction program of Tay Ninh province is that the rural socio-economic infrastructure is interested in investing and upgrading. More than 2,200 kilometers of rural roads has been invested. People donated more than 120,000 square meters of land, donated thousands of workdays for road construction, installed 8,000 light poles to light up rural roads, planted 7,300 trees, solidified 239 kilometers of canals for agricultural production, 278 schools meeting the national standards for material facilities, newly built and upgraded communal centers of culture, sport, and community learning, cultural hubs, ensuring the provision of post and telecommunication services, coverage of internet access networks for people in rural areas. Lợi Thuận Commune Bến Cầu District is a commune that has reached the new rural standard. Lợi Thuận Commune has 2,083 households with nearly 7,800 people. 80% of the population earn their living by farming. Since reaching the standard of a new rural commune, Lợi Thuận has had a positive trend. People's lives have been improved and local infrastructure has strengthened markedly. The average income per capita in rural area in Lợi Thuận Commune Bến Cầu District is over 59 million Vietnam dong per person per year. The ratio of employed people to the working age population with the ability to participate in labor reach over 90%. Electric systems such as medium voltage lights, distribution substations meet the requirements of the electricity sector. Households use electricity regularly and safely from sources. The school system from kindergarten to junior high school meets national standard in terms of facilities and teaching equipment. Traffic routes from the commune center to district roads, hamlet and inter-hamlet roads are hardened, asphalted, and concreted, ensuring convenient year-round travel by cars, convenient transportation of agricultural products, and no traffic jam in the rainy season. The roads, bridges, and canals create very convenient conditions for people to transport. The roads in the commune have not been muddy in the rainy season because they have been unhardened, making it easy for people to transport agricultural products. Traders exchange goods very easily. Since reaching the new rural commune until now, the people have been very supportive and agreeing. Phước Vinh Commune, one of two communes of Châu Thành District, is waiting for the procedures to recognize the commune as meeting new rural standards. One of the highlights that Phước Vinh has achieved is the traffic criterion. Previously, there were 254 roads in Phước Vinh Commune, while the budget allocated for new rural construction was limited, so it was forced to reselect, reducing to 55 roads to focus investment capital in construction and upgrading according to new rural criteria. As starting to build a new rural commune, Phước Vinh Commune has urgently concentrated on resources to fulfill traffic criteria. The internal roads of Phước Vinh Commune and the road from the commune center to Châu Thành District Road are asphaltic or concreted, ensuring convenient circulation of cars on year-round. 3 asphaltic roads and 100 concrete roads with a total length of 4.5 kilometers have been basically completed. The hamlet and inter-hamlet roads have been solidified, ensuring convenient transportation of vehicles with a total length of over 14 kilometers. The alley and hamlet roads have been clean and beautiful, not muddy in the rainy season, including 27 roads with a total length of over 16 kilometers, which have also been completed. 10 inner main access traffic roads have ensured convenient transportation of agricultural products and goods on year-round, with a total length of nearly 10 kilometers, which have been also interested in investment according to new rural standards. Except for the consensus of the whole political system, propaganda for people to donate also plays a very prominent role. It is very important because people will enjoy the benefits if they can understand on their rights and obligations as building a new countryside, and especially the application of science and technology into agricultural production. Tân Biên District currently has 6 out of 9 communes meeting new rural standards. In the period of 2021-2025, Tân Biên District continues to set the goal of completing the national target program on building new rural areas in the remaining 3 communes, including Thành Bắc, Thành Tây, and Trà Vong. Among these 3 communes, Thành Bắc commune is the locality that is completing the criteria of a new rural commune among 19 criteria of the National Target Program on building new rural areas. Up to now, Thành Bắc commune has achieved 14 criteria, including difficult criteria such as planning, irrigation, rural commercial infrastructure, residential housing, income, employed labor. Among the 5 criteria that have not been met, Thành Bắc commune chose to do the criteria that do not need investment capital, such as health insurance and education criteria, through the review. At present, Thành Bắc commune has over 70% of people participating in health insurance. As for the education training criteria, Thành Bắc commune has also made efforts to achieve 1 out of 3 of the target, which is universalizing free school education for 5-year-old children. From the beginning of the year until now, Thành Bắc commune has continuously directed the implementation of the National Target Program on building new style rural areas, review and discuss solutions to remove difficulties. Commune leaders regularly deploy civil servants to each house and hamlet to propagate and mobilize. Thereby, they can firmly grasp the thoughts and aspirations of the people, making appropriate adjustments in the direction and state management, creating consensus, promoting the subjectivity of the people in the implementation of the National Target Program on building new rural areas. In the coming year, Thành Bắc commune will try to achieve the targets and criteria that the party committee and people of Thành Bắc commune can do. We will try our best to do so that people's lives are improved and more stable. Up to now, Tay Ninh province had 53 communes meeting new rural standards, accounting for over 66% of communes in the province, exceeding the target of the resolution of the 10 Provincial Party Congress, the target of 50% of communes meeting new rural standards. And now many commune-level localities are aiming to build new advanced rural areas.